Hey everyone, EnigmaCoinCollector here, and before we do the video, I just want to say I am sorry for how long this video has taken. Usually I'm really good about my schedule, getting a video posted every Sunday morning for you guys to enjoy, but lately life has just been really busy, and first and foremost comes my family, and I hope you understand that. I work a full-time job in addition to doing this hobby on YouTube, so sometimes I'm able to get content out, and sometimes I'm not able to. So while I do try to aim and release content every Sunday morning, sometimes it's just not going to happen. So I know the past few weeks it's been spotty. I apologize. I'll do the best that I can to make sure that I keep up that schedule. But if I don't release a video every now and then on a Sunday, I hope you understand. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. Hey everyone, EnigmaCoinCollector here, and it's been quite a while since we've done a penny hunt. So I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and do one. I've got 2 penny boxes, so this hunt's going to at least feature both of them. But hopefully we get enough finds in those 2 penny boxes to release a video. So you know the types of boxes I usually get, and I have to open them to make sure that they are indeed circulated. You can see they are. There's a nice copper cent right there, and another one right there. So hopefully that means there's a lot of copper Wheaties in this box. I'm going to be using Rob Finds Treasures Lincoln Penny Hunts coin mat. You can see all the key varieties I'm going to be looking for, except for right there where the scope is. I'll use that to bring in on some close views of so many of the finds that we get. We're going to be looking for Indian head pennies if we can get some, wheat cents, errors, florins, basically anything cool, unique, interesting. We're going to bring you in for those finds. Anyway, enough talking. It's been too long since we've done pennies. Let's kick it off with roll 1, and I will bring you in on the first find. Roll number 1 is going to kick us off with our first find. It's a Canadian, and for some reason, I get a lot of Canadians in my area. Not really sure why. 1994 from our friends up north. Roll number 2 is going to have our first wheat cent. It's corroded, but it's got some nice detail. 1955 out of Philadelphia. It is not the DDO that we all want to find. Either way, it's nice to see our first find finally on the board. Roll number 5, and we've got our next find. It's another Canadian, this time 1976. And I just want to check an older looking cent. Yep, on a Wheatie here. Just a 1944 from Philadelphia. We'll take it. Roll number 8, we've got our third wheat cent. I was about to say second, but this is our third. This one is going to be in 1956 out of Denver. Roll number 9, and the Canadians are keeping pace. This is going to be in 1979. Roll number 10, and I just uncovered an old wheat cent. This is going to be a 1929 out of Philly in decent shape. Not too bad seeing a 20s in the box with some decent detail. I don't think it's one I need for my album, but yeah, you can still see all the detail on the wheat ears. There's a giant scratch across it, but not too bad at all. We'll take a 20s in the box. Just opened roll number 14 and I see 2 finds. Wheat ears back here. So we are going to have 1958 Philly, and then another from our friends up north, this time in 1979, corroded. Roll number 16, we've got another wheat cent. I already saw the date. It's a 1947 from Philadelphia. Roll 19, and I know I saw wheat ears. There they are. Could be older, probably not. And that is 1945 out of Philly. Same roll, and I missed another one a few coins later, but I saw it when I went to go back to get in the hunt. This is a 1951 minted in Philadelphia. I'm still on the same roll, guys. I just can't seem to find them all in one shot. 3 wheat cents in one roll. 1956 out of Philly. Roll 31 is going to have 2 finds. One is a wheat cent right here, and it's going to be a 54S. That's cool to get a 50s with a mint mark. And of course, we have to have a Canadian. 88. Roll number 35 has a wheat cent for us right here, and it's going to be 1944 out of Philly. Just rolled number 37 down, and I see wheat cent, 1 cent, staring back up at us, 57D. Roll number 45 is going to have a few finds for us. First of all, we're going to have this 1950 wheat cent to add to our board. And then look at this. 2 Canadians back to back. Crazy. Next roll, we've got another Canadian. And this one is a 1983. But I see wheat ears back here. Yep. This is going to be, it's a 1944 D from Denver. Well, that's going to go ahead and do it for the first box. Looked for all the errors and varieties. Nothing happening there. We had a total of 14 wheat cents, which isn't too bad. We had 509s, handful of Canadians, oldest being this 1929. So nothing too crazy, but still a fun hunt. Time to get on to box 2, and I'll bring it in on the first find. Well, that didn't take very long. Roll number 1, literally the 4th coin in, and we've got a wheat cent staring back up at us. It's going to be a 1951 Denver. We're on roll 8, and check this roll out. This is going to be the Canadian roll, like every other one. I see 3. 1980. I'm going to grab this one next. This is going to be an anniversary. Yep. 75-year anniversary, 2002. We've got a King George VI. Saw his face poking out. What year? It's in really good shape. 1943. Very cool stuff. We're on the board early. Just wish we had more wheat cents to show for it. Just dumped out the next roll, and I really can't believe what I see staring back up at me. Let me bring it up to the camera. This is going to be not a King George VI Canadian. This is going to be a 1933 King George V. Cannot believe that we found a KG5 in this box. 1933 in decent shape except for that ding. Wow, that is an awesome find. Probably the find of the hunt if I'm being totally honest. That is really cool. A few rolls later and we're going to have another foreign, and it's going to be a young head, 1966. No, it's not going to be a young head. I'm sorry, that's 64 that they start. But it's still going to be our 18th foreign found in the hunt. A few rolls later, 2 Canadians back to back. 98 and an 81. And at this point, it's too late to not show them, but this is ridiculous how many foreigns we have. Roll 40, and it's another Canadian. This time, it's a bird scent. Haven't found one of these in a while. Always welcome to see it. Roll 45, and in the meantime, we found 3 Canadians, all post 64, so I didn't even film those. But I'm bringing you in because we finally have another wheat cent. There are wheat cents out there, 1941 Philadelphia. So we are getting a ton, but we are getting another one, and that's nice to see. Last roll is number 46. I misspoke. This is roll 47, and we have another wheat cent. This is going to be in 1945 Philadelphia. Roll 49, and we are not going out with a whimper. Check this out, a 1939 Philly wheat cent. We don't need it for our collection, but it's always nice to see a 30s wheat cent popping up. And that's actually going to wrap up this hunt. I did find one more Canadian, but I just didn't film it because it was a pretty common modern year. And so we're going to go to the recap right now. And you can see it's been lacking on this channel this year, penny hunts. I know that. They take a lot of time for me to do, and lately I just haven't had the time. Here it is, the end of September, and I'm just hunting boxes I got in May and June. So I apologize for that. You can see, though, that the boxes graded within 1/10 of a point within each other. 2 different boxes for sure. One had a lot of foreigns, one had a lot of wheats, but just crazy that they had such close point totals. Also, you can see that they had a lot of copper as well, with over 1,500 grams a piece in them. So technically box number 2 won, but we had so many foreigns it didn't really feel like a U.S. penny hunt, but it is what it is. Box 1 had all those foreigns. The oldest coin for the hunt is going to be this 1929 wheatback. Here are the 44s, 45s, 47, 51, 54, 56, 55, 56, 57, and 58. Nothing special. No errors or varieties found in box number 1. Look at all these foreigns in box number 2. Crazy. They're the 09s. The star of the hunt in my book is going to be this 1933 King George V cent. Very cool to have that. I don't know if I have that in my Canadian book. We also found a 1930 and a 1939. Not a ton of wheats in this box. 1941, 44s, 45, and 50. And that's it. Crazy that there weren't a lot of wheats in that. So many foreigns. Like I said before, I know it's taken me a while to do this hunt. I've basically been saying I'm going to have this hunt ready for a month and a half on the channel, and I apologize for that. I will try to do better in the future. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please click subscribe and click that bell to get notified when I release new content. If you got something to say, leave it in the comments below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And remember, it's always a mystery until you crack open those rolls and you find out what you got on the inside. Thanks for taking the time to watch, everyone. Catch you on the next one.